Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna do a shave where I'm gonna use the shaving gear and shaving products that I used on I think it was my first straight razor shave I ever did 2 years ago. I have been doing these straight razor shaves for 2 years, so I was thinking about doing a shave with the gear and the software that I used from the beginning, and do a little trip down memory lanes and giving you some thoughts about what I have learned, what I have done mistakes, and I'm still learning new things. So just thought I could do a shave and give you some information about my shaving experience. Of course, the first shave I did, or the first 20, 30, 50 shaves I did in the toilet, in my shave den. and I used from the beginning this Palmolive Men Classic shaving stick, and it's actually this shaving stick I'm using today. So it's the same stick that I bought 2 years ago. It's actually a pretty nice shaving stick, and I always rub it in like this. From the beginning I tried to load on the top of the stick, but took a half a year to get some lather, so I always stuck it in my face, and I got 2 days of growth now, so it's worked really fine. The brush I'm using, it's the same brush but not the same handle. It's this my skull brush, one of my skull brushes, but it was this badger tip, cheap tip that I got from my daughter when she bought the razor I'm going to show you in a minute, and from to me as a gift, birthday gift. It's soon 2 years ago when I started. From the beginning I had really hard to get some lathers on my face. I took always too little water. I didn't get no lather at all. Then I added water. I added too much water and I got no lather at all. It just dissipated. Then I start to try to do bow lather. Works a little better, and it's just something you have to learn to find the right amount of lather on your soap on your brush, sorry, and the right amount of water on the lather, so you got a really nice thick lather if you want a thick lather, and if you want a more wet lather you just add more water. And for me that was actually a tricky bit to learn, and as I said, this was the first soap I used. It's a cheap soap, but it works really nice. Not so much scent, but it's a clean scent. I think it's really nice soap. I have used it, as you can see, the stick is not bigger than this today, and it was like that. So I have used it a couple of times. And as I said, it's tricky from the beginning to learn to get right thickness of the ladder that you like, that you want. Many people like really thick ladders, some people like wet ladders. Depends on what kind of ladder you like. It's just have to experience yourself and see what you like. And the razor I got was this Gold Dollar 208 hollow ground, plastics color, nice handle. It's a beautiful razor. It's a 6/8 and it's a good size of a razor. Last year I think that 5/8 is a better razor for me, but 6/8 they're really beautiful razors. Of course, this wasn't honed properly when I got it, so I tried to do shaves with a Gold Dollar. Doesn't work, so I used Sailor Chevette. I had to have it in my cupboard, so I forgot to take it out. And I started always with this one and did just the cheeks, and then I used the Chevette. And then someday I thought I could send this Gold Dollar for honing, and when I got it from proper honer, then it was marvelous to use. And it's my first experience of straight racing with the Gold Dollar. I'm gonna start to shave. I'm gonna talk meanwhile when I'm shaving, and of course, when I got this honed up, probably the guy that honed this razor up was a guy called Niklas Gudmundsson. Started to follow the group Warthog in Sverige, and got more connections with people that are doing wet shaves, and I heard that he was a good owner, so I sent this knife to him, and after I got it home, it was marvelous razor to use. And of course, I started to look for other razors. Bought a couple of razors. I bought from Niklas Gudmundsson my first, the second razor I used, and I'm just going to shave for just a moment. I bought the second razor from him, and then it just started to roll. I bought new soaps. I tried Truefoot and Hill Sandalwood. Thought it was a good soap. It's a good soap, but could be hard to load sometimes. I didn't do any when you soak the soap in water. Just tired today. It's over 30 degrees Celsius here today. Been so for 5-6 weeks now, so I'm really tired. Bloomed the soap. I only just drizzled a little bit of water on it, and that was my kind of blooming. But when I started with the Truefoot and Hill oil soap, I always bloomed the soap, and it worked fine. Some mosquitoes flying here. Get away from me. It's a bee. Okay. So that's of course something you have to learn. Different soaps act different in different waters, and depending on what kind of brushes you use. Oh, if it doesn't fly away, I have to stop filming and start from the beginning. Oh, I don't like this. Get away. So now I give him a little kick. Oh, it's back. I'm efter svinn i då. I don't want to get stung. Fucking bees. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you have to learn to use your products properly, and it's all about practicing. As I said, I bought a second razor, and then it just started to roll, and I bought 2 more razors, and now I got a lot of razors. And from the beginning I always did 1 pass from north to south and 1 pass from the south to north, and I'm still doing it, but I have started to do some kind of half pass. And it's just something you have to figure out yourself, what works for you. I get often very good shaves just to do 2 passes, but sometimes you want to change something and find new angles and do new things. As a couple of weeks ago I did a video, and before I used the heel of my toe when I shaved my mustache area. Now I only use my tip of the heel of my toe, heel of my razor, when I did the mustache area. Now I just use the tip of my toe and use it from the both sides. I didn't do it before, but it's a new thing you learn when you do new shaves every day, and you not every day, but if you do shaves a couple of days a week, you always learn new things to do and try new things every time you're thinking what you're doing. And before I did like this on this side with the heel, now I do it with the toe, and it works really good for me. I'm just going to take away this ladder just a moment. And I get it clean right inside here and under the nose. Works really fine for me. As I said, using your shaving equipment, soaps and everything, you just have to try it out and see what works and what fits you. Now I got tons of soaps, no, not tons of soap, but I got plenty of soaps. I've been fortunate to be sniped a couple of times, so I got Chevettas, I got soaps, I got hair shaper, Vex shaves, and it's really marvelous to get this stuff. But this soap and this razor was the first razor and the first soap I started to use when I started with wet shaving, and still using the same products and still using the same razor. It's a cheaper razor, but it's a really good razor. I have been so lucky that I have learned holding my own things. I've started to started with honing this year in the spring and bought stones and thought I want to learn this honing thing, and it's something that you have to try out if you want to buy some stones. It's not always cheap to buy stones, but if you want to learn it, it's actually really fun to take this razor when it's got dull and just put it on the stones and hone it up and use it. Of course, I'm not a so skilled honer yet, so sometimes it doesn't work really well, so okay, do it one more time and perhaps it works better next time. I have a couple of razors I bought. I just put soap here because I got a little nick, and that's what you get when you do straight razor shaves or wet shaves with the whatever you do. Always got nicks. Don't be afraid of it. It's a part of the shaving. Yeah, I'm fortunate to have learned the skills a little bit. This one I have honed up myself, and I think it works really fine. Of course, there is 1,000 ways to do it, 1,000 different stones to use. Everyone is master when they talk on the videos. Do this, do that. Yeah, of course, they know what they're talking about. Perhaps they have been honing for several years. Of course, they know what they're talking about because they have learned their skills. But it's like shaving. No one ever does the same strokes. No one do the same pattern on the face. No one pulls and stretches the face like I do. But it doesn't matter that I don't get the good shave. I hone my razors myself, and I don't always get best edge, but it works for my purpose and my use, and I'm satisfied with it. Of course, I'm gonna buy another stones and try new things and learn new different kind of stones works different kind of ways. So it's the same thing about shaving. You have to do what you think is fine for you right now, and then do it more and more and learn the skills and try something else. Yeah, I do my shaves with a straight razor 98% of the time. This last week I had done all my shaves with the D razors. I have a couple of D razors, open comb, and got one chic razor and one Gillette Super Speed, and two other open comb razors, one Palmolive. I've used these razors too. I'm not expert in nothing of this, but they are really good shavers. I just love this chic razor. And that's I have to take that a little bit. They're really nice razors. There is nothing wrong to use different things and learn new things. I just love to, as I say, learn new things and be better of doing and see and compare different types of razors, different type of edges on these straight razors, and so on and so on, and different kind of soaps. I mean, this soap is a cheap one, works really fine. I can buy other more expensive soaps. It doesn't mean it is better for you. You just have to try it, and it's often much more what was to say? It's more fun to find some cheap products that works than to find really expensive products, because if you pay 10 times more with a soap, it should work, and if it doesn't work and the smell is not right, then you're going to be disappointed. But if you buy cheaper soap and you get really glad it works and the scent is nice, hell yeah, go for it. It doesn't mean because this razor costs I don't know in dollars, but in Sweden this cost, I can buy this type of razor 250 crowns. I can buy a Gießen and Forsthoff razor as I got, and Ralph Aust razors for 1,600 crowns. You see, 250, 1,600 crowns. There is, yeah, of course, there are beautiful, more beautiful razors. There is not so much nicks and grooves on them. They're done much more finish, much better. But the edge is still the same, and the shaves, it's almost exactly the same. It's not the price on the price tag on the product or on the hardware. It's all about using it. If it's a good razor, it's a good razor. It doesn't matter how much it costs. This is a beautiful razor. I like this razor from the start when I got it home. It was marvelous. I like it today. One of my go-to razors when I don't really know what to use. I often go to this razor because I like it. And of course, my Ralph Aust is a really beautiful razor. Another thing I'm going to use, I used always from the beginning, is this HEGA, Swedish classic. I don't know if many of you have tried it, but here in Sweden, my grandfather used it, my father used it. I think everyone here in Sweden knows that this is a well-known product, and the scent is maybe not the best, but it's very soothing for your face. It gives you a really pleasant feeling afterwards. So, as I said, cheap products, can buy it in every supermarket, in gas stations maybe you can buy it. It's everywhere, very cheap, but it works really fine. I think it's a really good product. So from 2 years ago when I started with these products, these brushes, this brush, not the handle, but the brush, these soaps and everything, and now I got, I don't know, I have even not counted how many razors I got. I think I up to 10, 15 maybe, I don't know. Soaps, plenty of soaps, different kinds of soap from different places in the world. I got the razors and everything, but still fun. I think it's really fun to use some old products and new products and try out something new sometimes, and sometimes you want to spoil yourself and buy a beautiful razor, give plenty of money for it and just use it, and sometimes you have to do it, and sometimes when I go to flea market I find this Gillette Super Speed and the chic razor for a couple of dollars, and just clean them up and do them, polish them and everything, and then use them. It's really fun to use every type of equipment you can get hand of. It doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. Think about it, what you buy, and think about it, what you want to have. Don't just buy and have 15, 16, 20 razors you don't even use. I use all my razors, and I haven't had the time to use all the products yet, but use everything and compare and see what you like, and if you don't like it, sell it to someone else or give it to someone else who can try. I gave soaps to my friends and thought I could try this and try that, and just spread the word. Just do everything you can to get people interested of doing wet shaves, because I just looked at the numbers on the clock here, up to 24 minutes. I'm sorry I'm babbling, but I think I get a passion for this, and I just love it, and I do these videos. I've done it, I think it's half a year, maybe a little bit longer, and I think it's one more thing you can do. You can spread what you're using and talk about products, so you don't have to be an expert in everything. But if I give my opinion, what I think, it's my opinion. It doesn't mean that this razor is the best razor, because if someone else buy a gold dollar razor and try to shave it for the first time, I can promise you they can't shave it. You have to send it away for honing, and if you got to send it away to a good owner and you get this razor back from that person, I promise you this is a beautiful razor to shave with. Cheap one, but it's absolutely perfect to use. There is rounded edges here, rounded edges here. It's firm to hold them. It's enough weight to you can feel the razor, and it's meanwhile, it's a beautiful razor, absolutely beautiful razor. I doesn't mean it's because it's cheap. It doesn't mean that it's crap. Of course, you can buy some crappy, old, shitty razors from flea markets, rust and everything. Of course, you can't. If you can't restore them, don't buy them. If you want to learn to restore, buy these cheap, crappy razors and see what you can do. Sometimes you can maybe find some better razors you actually can use. But it's up to everyone to find what they want to do. Now I'm babbling too much. I have to quit this before I'm up to 25 minutes here. So if you are interested in wet shaving, just spread the word and give friends your opinion and talk about it sometimes and give them something to think about. I love my razors, everyone I use. I always get a, not always, but almost always get a good feeling on my face. That's the main important. I want to get rid of this beard I got, whiskers. I don't like it. I have to want to have a clean face, and I smell good when I use good products. So there is only benefits to doing these wet shaves things. So spread the word and give people something to think about. If they don't know what wet shaving is, talk to them and learn. They have to. If no one informs them, they don't gonna learn nothing and never gonna get information from no one. So talk with your friends and colleagues at work and everything. And there is always someone who wants to try this thing called wet shaving. It's not magic. It's everyone shaves. Every man I know shaves, and everyone do it with his own products and his own things. But if you find someone to talk about wet shaving, as I mean traditional wet shaving, not with knife, it can be de-razor, but traditional wet shaving with soaps and aftershaves and de-blades and everything, and do this thing. You can talk about it all day. I have talked about it for 27 minutes now, so I have to quit. As I say, have a great day, everybody, and I hope I don't bore you too much. I know I can talk a lot, and I can talk 1 more hour if that's the case, but I know you don't want to hear me mumbling and bumbling about this type of things, because you know more than me about wet shaving. And yeah, I hope you get the message. Have a great day. Bye bye.